We're very excited to have you here. So now, adapted by Jonathan Yukich, from the original by Lewis Carroll, directed by Hemangi and Abhiram Wadekar, California Arts Association is proud to present Alice at Wonderland. Woo!
And we all had like a lot of fun. Like when we were working on maybe the whole thing, it was just kind of getting mixed up a lot, but it was also a lot of fun because then we got to know what were our mistakes and then we used to change them. So it was, yeah, pretty much like that. It was lots of fun. I really liked it. My favorite part about rehearsals was doing my scenes and making lots of friends. And I play Alice in Act 2. In my Humpty Dumpty scene, when Alice challenges me to a battle of words, and there's no internet, and I don't know these words, so I'm always like internet, online, phones. They're really funny, and yeah, I hope you'll find it funny too. My favorite line was, "There's no such thing as normal, my dear. Not in your world, nor in mine." Because it's kind of a philosophical line which explains my character and also teaches lots of people a good lesson.
My favorite scene from the show is when the storm starts to surround Alice, and that's when the adventure really starts to take off. So that's why my favorite part of the show is the storm part.
My favorite line is when the cat says that we're all mad, because I feel like it kind of embodies the whole play. Because all of the characters are mad in their own way, and the play is filled with kind of silly, whimsical things, and it encourages you to not take yourself too seriously. People should be excited because it's a really funny show, and has lots of funny scenes. It won't be a waste of time, it will be very worthwhile. And it's probably going to be a play you'll never forget. I think people should look forward to seeing the show Alice at Wonderland because I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, I think people should look forward to it because it is creepy and mysterious.
I think people should look forward to watching Alice at Wonderland because it is a fun-filled musical that will definitely make your time as well.
Really love the cat dance. It was really funny, it was really groovy, it was really jazzy. One of my favorite memories during the play was probably just seeing how everything came together and seeing all the sets and the dances and the music and just everybody act out their parts as well as just generally talking to them afterwards. People should be excited to watch the show today because this show is very funny, entertaining, and once you watch it, you'll never want to leave it out of your head. in New Zealand? Or Australia? Let's see. I fell down a rabbit hole and then... What is this place? Here am I. The Hall of Strange Doors. Achoo! Bless you. Achoo! Achoo! Bless you, bless you. Oh, thanks. Wait a second. Doors are not supposed to talk. And young girls aren't supposed to sneak without covering their yappers. I must have caught a cold at that ugly store. Say, I wonder where your doors might lead. Locked. Locked. Locked? Then how am I supposed to get out of here?
Ta-da!
Where did this come from? Maybe this key will unlock one of you. Not me. Not us. Well, I guess I'll just have to break one of you down. Old girl, that won't hurt. How unladylike. Which one of you shall it be? He's the best. She's the best. Oh, I'm really much too sturdy. Hey! What about me? Aw, what about you? It's my secrets that the key unlocks. Thank heavens. That was close. This girl's right. But you're such a tiny door. What secrets could you have? Secrets of the other side. What will I find there? A most magnificent garden full of white roses and tiger lilies. It's called Wonderland. What just happened? What do you mean? Well, everyone just started carrying on for no reason. I didn't notice. You didn't notice? The music and the dancing? Oh, that! By decree of the queen? By decree of the queen? By decree of the queen, that's it, by decree of me. Whenever a particular word is mentioned, there shall be music and dancing. Anyone who fails to obey this decree, who fails at the utterance of the word to heed the music and dance like a raving loon, it's off with your head. That's some pretty stiff talk. You stiff if you don't obey it. Well, what's the word? I'd rather not say. But you must have just said it. Surely observed. Is it roses? Or lilies? Apparently not. What about white? Or tiger? If it were, I'd be dancing, wouldn't I? Then the word must be Wonderland.
place in a wonderful world. If you walk through my door, you'll see puzzlement unfurled. We've got feelings who grin, caterpillars who smoke, and an egg who knows every word that one has ever spoke. We've got flowers who talk as they bicker and brag. We've got frogs and a fish who both haunt the daily ride. With the hatter and hare, both as mad as can be, step inside to a place beyond what you will ever see. Though we are confusing, we're amusing nonetheless, choosing what is certain with the gas. We quite like to be followed as you model through our mess. Discombobulations are success.
Skittles. Oh, I can't bear to watch. Relax. Nothing's happening. What do you mean? grown, or maybe you're shrunk. But you used to be tiny, and you were once a giant. But now, we're both normal. There's no such thing as normal, my dear. Not in your world, nor in mine. It's all about where you're standing and how closely you're paying attention. The key, if you please. Ta-da! You may pass! Bye, young lady. Thanks for not writing this down. Don't forget to write. We love you. We do not love her. We've known her 5 minutes. Sorry. So embarrassing. Forget that they haven't been open for centuries. Well, I guess I'm off then. To this place. No. What is it called? No. Wonderland! Situation and a nervous
clarification, and you want to get back to relaxation. So you say DFI.
That's right. Check it out. Abbreviations save you time when you're counting letters and they're on your dime. Texting, tweeting, every kind of reading. Short and snappy, it's an upload line. So APP means application. GAS greetings and salutations.
Shorthand for communication.
And sometimes they're even fun to rhyme. Too much information. We trim down explanation.
And you save all the consternation
When we say TMI,
Interesting.
we're just cutting to the chase.
I see. Take a bunch of letters that you just erased.
Acronyms and cryptic symbols, saving keystrokes and saving space. SKAR, that means skater.
CULA, see you later, alligator.
Check out the new communicator.
In the race, you gotta keep the pace.
Too much information.
LND, lost in translation.
GRATZ, congratulations. And we say TMI.
Too much information.
QSO, our conversation.
FBI, thanks for the invitation.
Gotta say TMI. That is why we simplify to TMI.
Whatever.
I think we should agree to disagree.
I think we should agree that I'm right and you are wrong.
It's probably best that I get going.
I don't like you.
Well, I don't particularly like you.
So you're being sneaky now?
Can you please just point me towards the garden?
The garden! You should have just said so. If I knew where the garden was, I would have eaten it by now.
Stranger than a frog and a fish saw can talk? And this is news to you? Well, my cat Dinah, she can't talk. I'll wager that she can, but chooses not to. Oh, she tries, but whenever she opens her mouth, all that comes out is meow. Meow. Yes. Oldest trick in the book. It's not that she doesn't talk. It's that she doesn't talk to you. Well, that's a very cruel thing to assume. I assume nothing. Can you tell me which way I ought to go from here? That depends. A good deal on where you want to get to. Well, at this point, I don't much care where. Then, it doesn't matter which way you go. So long as I get somewhere. Oh, you're sure to do that. If you only walk enough. In that direction was the habit. And in that direction was the march hare. Over there is the house of Tweedledum and Tweedledee. And along that way, you can find Humpty Dumpty on his wall. Visit any you like. They're all mad. Mad? But I don't want to go among mad people. Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad. My kitty cats are mad. You're mad. How do you know I'm mad? You must be. Or you wouldn't have come here.
Good news, less is bad news, or the other way around.
great, we'd have a much rosier reputation. I somehow doubt that. Ah, the tea party's underway. I wonder if they've saved me a seat. No matter if they haven't. I can never stay. Still, it's just nice to be thought of. I'll be on my way now, and I'll be taking my grid with me. Meow.
Out of the question.
He won't tell you the year? Oh, no. But that's because it's the same year for so long. Which is the case of mine. You've lost me. The dormouse is asleep again.
Of course, Rose.
So, you mean to say... I mean to say precisely what I've said. Which is that the hour here is fixed. The year comes and goes, but the hour is forever the same. That's messed up. Listen, if you knew time like we know time, you'd all be clear to you. But it's not logical. How would you know? I dare say you never even spoke to time.
Too busy hanging out with that Google person.
Does he treat you well?
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle,
What's that he's saying?
twinkle, 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 twinkle.
I know it well. I'll have you know I sang you before the Queen of Hearts. You sang for the Queen? Yes, at the Grand Ball.
It's true, he did. And 2 minutes later, I went mad.
Wouldn't you have to be sane to recognize madness?
Not so. I'm quite mad. I'm quite aware of it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at.
You know the song?
Something like it. Up above the world you fly, like a teacher in the sky. Well, I hardly finished the first verse when the Queen rolled out. He's murdering time! Off with his head! Murdering time? How do you murder time? She felt my tempo was off.
I felt he was majestic.
And ever since time won't birthday, I asked. It's always 5 o'clock now. Oh, I get it. It's always tea time.
We've never any time he washed the dishes.
Perpetual tea. Well, because you murdered time. I was framed.
You can't get a fair trial in Wonderland.
Suppose we change the subject. I'm getting tired of this talk of time. Let's just pretend he doesn't exist. At least for the time being.
I hope the young lady told us a story.
Story? I don't know one. Then the dormouse shall.
Of course, I wasn't asleep. I heard every word. Then what? Have we been talking about? Beehives?
Tell us a story.
About bees? About whatever.
And be quick about it or you'll be asleep before it's even done.
Okay, then let's see. Once upon a time, there were 3 sisters, and they lived at the bottom of a well. What were their names? The names were Kelly, Shelly, and Jenny.
Those are the names of my sisters. He does have a flair for realism.
Well, they all lived at the bottom of a well.
You've said that already.
Have I? Where the names are, we know their names. Have I told the story before? Just that part.
Why did the sisters live at the bottom of the well?
Must I repeat myself? You haven't said that part yet. Perhaps you start again. Yes, good idea. Where was I?
I don't think. Then you shouldn't talk. Go on.
May I rest my
I am so sick of your riddles and phrases and mind games. You do think you're so smart, but really, you're just a couple of stuck-up old creeps. That about captures us. Goodbye and good riddance.
If only she realized.
Realized?
We are what she dreams of.
You mean to say...
We're her inventions.
What happens when she wakes?
We die!
That's very sad.
Indeed.
Does she have a backup system? I don't know, but just in case, we must make the most of the moments we have.
We shall strive to do so, yes.
What time is it?
It's tea
Time! I'm late! I'm late! I must make haste or I shall be late!
If you think we're waxworks, then you have to be, you know. Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, you have to speak.
Well,
You were taken by surprise.
you could say.
Or uncertain what to make of us.
I've never come across anything like the two of you.
Now, you've begun wrong. The first thing it is to say, how do you do?
Okay then, how would you do?
There now, we're afoot. Properly afoot.
I was hoping you could tell me the best way suppose you would be. I'd still be here, same as now. You'd be nowhere. What do you mean? Why, you're only a part of his dream. Like, if the king were to awake, you would go bang! Like a candle. Two of you don't know what you're talking about. If I'm only a thing in his dream, what are you two? I'd like to know. Ditto! Ditto, ditto. Hush, or you'll wake and it'll be all name is Alice. It's a stupid name. What does it mean? Well, must the name mean something? Of course it must. My name means the shape I am. And a good, handsome shape it is too. With a name like yours, you might be any shape. Why'd you sit here all alone? Because there's nobody with you. Don't you think you'd be safer down on the ground? Because that wall's pretty narrow. What tremendously easy riddle, you ask? Why, if I ever did fall off, which there's no chance of, but if I did, the king has promised me. The king has promised me, with his very own mouth, to send all his horses and all his men. Ow! Did you know that? It's in a book. In a book? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all his men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Yes, all those horses and all his men, they'd pick me up in a minute. They would. What a beautiful boat you've got on. Or is it a scarf? It is the most provoking thing when a person doesn't know a scarf from a belt. Well, you're such an odd shape. It could be either one. It's a scarf, child, and quite a beautiful one, as you say. It was a present from the king and queen. Was it really? We're close, real tight. They gave it to me. They gave it to me for an unbirthday present. I beg your pardon. I'm not offended. What's an unbirthday present? A present given to you when it's not your birthday, of course. I like birthday presents the most. You don't know what you're talking about. How many days are there in a year? 365. And how many birthdays have you? One. Thus, 364 days you might get an unbirthday present. Right. And only one for birthday presents. There's glory for you. Excuse me? I don't quite know what you mean by glory. Of course you don't. Till I tell you, I meant there's a nice knockdown argument for you. But that's not what glory means. When I choose a word, it means just what I choose it to mean. Neither more nor less. You decide. One must master one's words, or they will master you. They've a temper, some of them, particularly verbs. They're the proudest. Adjectives you can do anything with, but not verbs. However, I can manage the whole lot easily. Impenetrability, that's what I say. What's impenetrability? Impenetrability is when you've had enough of a subject, and we just as well as to if you move on. Such as, I don't suppose you mean to stay here all the rest of your life. That's a lot to make a word mean. When I make a word mean a lot, I paid extra. Wait, you pay your words a fair wage. You should see my paydays. They're quite an excitable bunch. I know all words, and thusly I can explain all word poems ever invented, and a good many that haven't been invented yet. It's impossible to know all words. Many are good friends of mine, or at least acquaintances. I bet I could stump you. Do you dare challenge me? I bet I could find a word online that you don't know. Online? Oh, wait, but my phone doesn't work. Phone? My smartphone. Smartphone? don't you? I dare say you've indeed stumped me. You're a crafty one, I see. You have your own army of words. But I haven't. Even. Please don't boast. Now it's time for you and your strange words to get going. Very well. Now, goodbye. Goodbye?
these words are better suited for you.
But come on. Laughing flowers? Really?
Again, you've missed my point.
Wait, you're fading.
My grin is scheduled elsewhere.
You're disappearing. I'll ask once more, where is this garden?
But I've already said.
Why you have to be so invasive and difficult?
What can I say? I'm a cat.
Come back, please.
Follow the sound of the laughing flowers.
What an odd sight she was. All puffed up.
With 9 points. And petals like stumps.
What sort of flower do you think she was?
Like none I've ever seen. Possibly she was a new flower. Or a very old one.
The Cheshire Cat was right. Laughing flowers, this must be the garden.
Well, here comes another. Similar in ways,
So less faded.
and less withered. But very noble.
Am I mistaken? Or were you just talking with each other?
We can talk when there's anybody we're talking to.
And can all flowers talk?
As well as you can and a great deal louder.
I'm Alice.
I have no recollection of a flower called Alice.
Well, I'm not.
Just the same, her face has got some sense in it, though. It's not a clever one.
Still,
She's a good color.
if only her petals grown up a little more, she'd be alright.
I've seen worse flowers. Me too. Well, she's no rose, that's for sure.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, are you implying that you're better than us? Well, yes I am. I mean, isn't it generally accepted that roses are the loveliest of flowers? You're so high and mighty.
Always going around with you know what? Does it stink?
Well, it doesn't. I'm a rose.
You see, this is why I can't be around you.
Because you feel inferior.
That's it. If I could get at you, you'd be in trouble, Rosie.
You're all talk, Lily.
Shut up, Violet.
That's so Violet to shut up.
You shut up too, Daisy.
Oh, I hate it when you all fight over me.
Ladies! Ladies, you should stop bickering!
Who are you to tell us what to do?
Yeah, who are you? Well, if you don't hold your tongue, I'll pick you!
You're no flower. You're an animal.
That's true, actually.
I feel nauseous. I feel faint. Life is cruel.
Don't worry, I won't pick you. But I do need your help. Who is it that you were describing earlier?
Earlier, I couldn't say. Flowers do have short-term memories.
You said she had 9 points.
That's not ringing any bells.
You were all having a good laugh over her.
Laughing together, us. That seldom happens.
I think the person you were describing may have been the Queen of Hearts, and I'm desperately trying to find her companion. Do you know where she is?
Everyone knows you can't play croquet in the rain. Rain? Did he just say rain? I think he did. I think he said rain. Rain! Yes, we're fine. Rain! schedules up immediately. For what offense? Someone must pay for the brain. I'll do my best to find your fool, someone dull and naive. We'll make your brain some obscure rule, instead we'll take it clear. All the people will hear. Silly ratchet, sleep awake, so vengeance is mine. Ratchet, silly ratchet, when you're evil, you are simply divine. And it is the truth of your little set. And then it brings a smile and off with a head.
I don't mean to interrupt, but are you perhaps the Queen of Hearts?
No, I'm the Myth Man. What does it look like, child?
I'm Alice, so please, Your Majesty.
It doesn't.
Just the same, it's a great honor to meet you.
Curtsy when you address me, girl. This isn't the rodeo.
Yes, of course. Your Majesty, it is most awesome to be in your presence.
Awesome.
Really awesome.
What a queer tongue she has, wouldn't you say? Borderline gibberish. Where do you come from? And where are you going? Look up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle your fingers.
She hates. Where I'm heading and where I'm going, it's not easy to say.
Try.
Well, I fell down a rabbit hole, you see, and came to some talking doors. I went through one of them, and, well, I lost my way.
Your way? I don't quite know what you mean by your way. All the ways here belong to me.
Yes, without question, I should have known.
There is much you should know. Nicely put. Dumpling! Don't call me dumpling in public! Sorry, shut up! That's good. Now, where was I? Where were you at before this noodle of a girl interrupted me?
Noodle? I couldn't say.
It was something important. What was I on about? As I recall, you were talking about the recipes. No, it was the brain. I was demanding that someone must pay for the coming brain. Oh, yes, now I remember. Well, we had better take some justice.
Taste!
Who do you suspect?
It can only have been one person.
Whom I love whom?
The Maid of Hearts!
The Maid of Hearts. But we shouldn't be envy of our maids. Good help is so hard to find.
The Maid of Hearts is standing before us.
You mean
Alice! Alice!
Alice!
Alice! No, that makes no sense. I've never met you till now.
Alice is the Maid of Hearts that stole my tops.
of course it's all fitting together now.
Nothing's fitting together. You're all crazy.
Ooh, with her hand, I say!
I demand a trial.
Waste of time.
But you've proven nothing yet.
Very well then. There shall be a trial held immediately. Everyone shall see this fiend brought to justice. Everyone, I say, everyone who calls their home Wonderland.
First witness.
The court calls a strange door staff. State your name for the court.
I'm a door.
Very good. And where did you meet this Alice?
In the hall of strange doors.
And what were you doing there?
I'm a strange door.
And how would you describe your relationship with this Alice?
Cordial, I suppose.
And so
tea when I was sent for. Take off your hat. It is mine. Stolen? I keep it to sell. I have none of my own. I'm a hatter after all. Is that so? Yes, Your Majesty, a very fine one.
Have you ever set your eyes on this girl here?
I dare say I have.
And when was it?
At tea time.
You invited her for tea?
Dear me, no. And why would I do that?
Then how come you two, as to say the two of you became acquainted?
She forced her company upon us. Appalling. She sat herself on our table without entreaty, mind you, and gobbled up our crumpets.
It's true, I was there. Every crumpet in sight.
You see, if she'd gobbled crumpets, she'd surely steal tarts.
Why are you telling such lies?
And that's not even the worst of it.
There's more?
She also mocked the dormouse's story. This trial is getting more disgraceful by the minute. She pestered him with questions concerning plot until he was nearly humiliated.
His story was nonsense. The Dormouse's story was a moving examination
all of you can meet them there. I know you must be really waiting to meet them and congratulate them. Thank you. Thank you.